Recording. Alright, so this is the final match of round 1 of Orange Crystal. So the 74 divided by 2, the amount of games. It's a lot. Anyway, go.
Yeah, so I do have Lackey Glitch. This looks like it's going to be Leif versus Lissa.
Ooh,
And this is going to
Leaf
be...
commentary. Let's go.
So for
Oh,
Lackey
no.
Glitch, I would suggest only saying stuff when we ask for stuff, just because, yeah, or else it gets weird.
Yeah, I'm not going to... I know better than that.
Cool.
This is interesting.
So, it's funny because the other day I know Luka reached out to me and was asking for practice on like this matchup specifically, like Lissa versus Leaf. From what I know and from what I've seen in my practice matches, it's not good for Lissa, to be honest.
No.
Like as long as Alexan kind of knows what he's doing, he kind of gets one carded by, or like Luka will definitely get one carded by Sias.
Yeah.
And Lissa, I feel, has very big range issues. So if Sias sticks out for like multiple turns,
Yeah.
and if Lissa can't recover anything meaningful, it's bad. So.
Yeah. Since Lissa's generally a healer and has the Axe promotion of on hit, pretty much what her objective is just to constantly heal low cost from the retreat and just be able to use them for advantage, either by cycling good cards or just using them to out pressure, because it's just a free heal. It can be good. The issue is being it's on hit, and Leaf being a staller MC, closer to that I should pretty much, is just trying to sit there, wait, gather resources. So as long as he buffs up, which he can do, he should be pretty safe from Lissa's attacks because they're weaker. Especially considering her cost 1 right now can't even attack. And there's a Celica.
Why is there a Witch Celica? Excuse me.
So we'll see if Alexan knows whether or not to play around Sias or not. I'm expecting that he will, but
yeah.
I mean, we'll have to wait and find out.
Yeah, Sias being
also,
one of the... Oh, go.
This is going to be one very interesting match, because these are certainly hands of all time, and that's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily agree with the Leaf dodge here. I definitely think Alexan should have just taken the orb because
considering there was nothing for them to heal, yeah, 100% take it. Dodging now is a little bit too early. Would agree. Yeah. But yeah, Witch Celica is a great way to get out of, say if your opponent buffs up to be 100 on defense, that Celica does get you out. I'm going to guess that means Lissa's main objective is to Mei loop. But if there's the Sias on board ever, that means Lissa's retreat will be empty, so she won't be able to choose what she heals. It'll just be like whatever she top decks from the first like 3 attacks. And
now I don't know.
Won't be fun.
I don't know what's in Alexan's hand, but I also do think that going into Leaf 4-3 now, I mean, it's obviously less ideal, but I think even more so from the fact that they bonded a copy of a ramping promotion in the set 15 Leaf 4-3 that's in the bond zone right now. So I think that was definitely a very questionable play. I'm not sure what's in his hand, but
yep.
Can't, like, from a technical play standpoint, I can't say that this is very helpful for Curve.
Especially since he dodged with one of those as well, I think.
Yeah, no,
so,
I definitely think this is very questionable.
Especially
Wait,
since...
did Luka forget to heal the Sumiya just now?
No, Sumiya is still in the... Actually, is it? When this unit's attack destroys an enemy, it is still in combat, I think.
Ooh, wait.
When this attack destroys, so Sumiya was still in the support zone. As such, she can't be healed. You would only be able to heal it as if technically it was a failed support from a skill, then it goes to the retreat immediately. So Sumiya was not an option there. And so her only other card was Mercedes 4-3, which is not 3 cost or lower, so unable to be healed.
And I think a cool interaction with this deck... Oh, go ahead, Chisaku.
Now that we've seen the bonds, that was Alexan's entire starting hand, by the way.
all Leafs and Robin?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
I definitely do think that he should have stayed on the other Leaf 4-3, but I mean, I digress. I already made my point.
Yeah. Lets you ramp, and considering Leaf is supposed to be a staller MC, ramping like that, well, it's not the greatest. It's still not that bad. Just because it's 1 free ramp from hand. That goes face down.
Now, I don't remember how many magic emblems are in Luka's deck, but I do think that this magic emblems are going to be to his advantage because cool interaction that you can do if your retreat's looking pretty dull. You can pretty much draw a card off a magic emblem, and then you can discard anything that you might want to heal, and you can try your best to rely on the on-hit. An on-hit is never going to be a guarantee.
I mean, if she gets that
because the opponent
Sumia
can always
out, it's
dodge,
going to be
but-
quite nice. I'm pretty sure their support base on average is higher than Leaf's, but there is that random Celica that'll appear.
Yeah, basically you can essentially just heal any card that you pitch with your magic emblem, and that's an interaction that him and I at least ironed out. So we'll see if he can figure that out. We'll see how many magic emblems he's running, but
Yep.
that might be his out.
Owen.
Okay, Owen.
Okay. I don't think there's actually any good tomes in the retreat, though,
I
for
think
that.
there should be a Julia.
There is one,
There's
Julia.
Julia.
Yeah.
Julia's not bad, but usually you want to prioritize your techs first. But I mean, I think for what it's worth, it might be a good idea to swap something out for Julia. It also depends on what's in his hand. But
Also, he's attacking him now. Interesting, because he wasn't
which
attacking
I
for
really
a
don't
long
agree
while.
with.
He might just be trying to get equal orbs just because they saw the Sumia and they're like, I don't want you actually drawing with this.
That could be the case. But I think usually the best idea in that situation is to just take the L and let them have the draw for once, and then
Kill it.
do what you can to clear it the next turn. Yeah. Owen, all right, swapping out for Julia, I imagine.
That is the only legal card in the retreat, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
But they do lose the ability to move anything.
Oh, swinging with Olwen too. All right, I really don't agree with this. I mean,
It doesn't hit.
maybe he might be trying to mill cards for Sias, but I still just don't agree with this swing philosophy.
I think they're trying to mill their cards for themselves because Luka wants the cards in retreat. Like,
Yeah.
it's just straight up better for them.
Yeah.
It just gives Lissa more targets and more options. So it is a weird strategy to start swinging with Olwen. And especially since next turn is May locking it becoming a thing. Happy as well. Okay, yeah, that Happy works well for this, I would say.
Yeah.
Norn.
I think the other downside of swinging is that if you're on orb advantage and they manage to get Happy out on the field, then if you have a Rainbow Robin in your hand, that's just not going to work at all. It's very counteractive towards like the specific tech that you have for discard in your deck.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, that's just not going to work out very well for him.
Yeah, so
That
far,
does hit.
all of the supports for Luka have been quite good. Like, there has not been a single bad one. Also, now there's a May in retreat, so that'll likely be the first thing healed, just because May locking. And they took the orb. So that means...
So, definitely why you shouldn't be dodging early.
Yeah. The first attack had nothing to heal. They weren't going to get any card for doing it. And now they just got a May. Granted, I don't think May is super punishing for yellow, just because their main thing is just they're not attacking half the time anyway, and they're just generating resources. But it's still an annoying thing to have to deal with.
And the whole the whole gameplay of the yellow is to mostly, for the most part, try and wait your opponent out of resources. And if even if May is like relatively inconsequential, it's annoying that they're still able to pick that up in their hand too. So.
Also, you have to keep in mind Prayer to the God of Yore on May.
Yeah, that as well.
Yeah.
That won't play a huge role now, but definitely later in the game will be to Luka's advantage.
Yeah, flip one, draw one is always nice in any deck. Rob bonding Seliph when you have Unifier in bonds. Interesting. Usually you don't do that because you can just unify. You can send Leaf 5 for a hand.
No plays.
And no deploy.
This is definitely why you wanted to ramp up earlier too. I can't say what's in his hand. It could be all leaves for all I know, but
I mean, I got no idea.
It's certainly a hand of all time.
Are they going to start Maylocking? No, they're going to press for advantage.
I think that's an okay play as well. There's not too much of a field built up, and I think May on board necessarily isn't going to do a lot considering the fact that Prayer to the God of Yor isn't online.
Yeah.
But Luca's finally up on orb advantage, so...
Also, now they're swinging as 90,
help.
so even with Sigurd buff, they're still pretty consistent to hit because of how many 30 supports they seem to be running around with.
And there's that magic.
No, I definitely think Magic Emblem on face is a little difficult because I definitely think that face is the place where it's like least guaranteed to actually land the on hit.
Yeah.
But we'll kind of see what happens here.
I mean, where else are you going to swing in this exact situation?
Yeah,
and
exactly.
You are 90, so at least you're a bigger number. But Leif should generally be able to dodge most things just because of how it is. Yeah. And there it goes.
Maybe Mirabelle can pick something up as well. Something more valuable. Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, there we go. That's good.
Probably the first cost 1 May is my assumption. Just because we know they have the 3/4, but we don't know if they have the 1 cost. It makes the most sense. It's either that or like Sumia dodge or Peony also.
Oh,
interesting.
I mean, it is a decent option. It is just a draw 1 top deck.
I guess.
It also guarantees Lissa being able to hit. Now, if they were to Sigurd means nothing. Because plus 20 from Mirabelle, plus 20 from Peony, and plus 10 from Sumia. You're able to punch over anything but a plus 60 buff. It does get
now you have to consider whether or not there's an extra Sumia in hand, because Leif can actually hit the back line.
Yeah, I would say healing the Sumia is the better option. By
yeah.
none.
Yeah,
but
that's the confusion on my part, but yeah.
The Peony does have reason. It just lets you always hit. If you're afraid of the tank up, now you can hit through it. Nana, into Nana Bond skill.
Wait.
Why?
Wait.
Oh
no. Wait, no, I feel like you really should have just deployed the Nana here to ramp. Like, what you really need to do is ramp so you can get to 8 bonds and get that,
Also,
online.
Julia's not super helpful without a lot of bonds, because you need that 1 flip. That's the entire reason of her. She's just supposed to be a nuke and a resource upkeep.
That Nana was in hand since, like, turn 3 or something.
I mean, Deirdre isn't bad. Deirdre is also a good deploy, but just because you're Leif and you have all your bonds faced up, Nana is not a bad card. I usually hate Nana just because it's flip to, get to, face down, and cool, you got a big number, but they're all gone. But it's not the worst option.
Yeah, if you have a lot of bonds face up, it's definitely a pretty decent early game tool if you need to find a way to get to 8 in a pinch, but usually you want to be keeping those in your hand or bond zone, like at least 1 in your hand or bond zone anyway, just so you can loop her bond skill, but it's definitely helpful in a dire situation.
Also, this on flip right here is not a good one. I don't think. Actually, it's not bad. You'll end the turn with all face up.
I definitely think he should have used Julia's skill first to see what happened, or he needs to flip for range. I definitely think he needs to flip for range.
He's already flipped for range.
Using Julia.
No, he has not.
Oh, no, he didn't. No, he flipped for deploy, right? You're right. Deirdre and deploy.
He needs to send 1 more. Oh, wait.
We gotta call that.
No, Robin, Nana.
Yeah, Robin,
yeah.
Nana.
Just Robin shows up twice.
There you go.
Yep. Nana, Julia's not a plus 1 bond. Good God, if it was.
That would be disgusting.
So I think the fact that he has Tinny now is great. And I just need to make sure that he flips the Julius face down, because that's something that you're going to want later. So please flip the Julius. There we go.
Yep.
Yeah, I definitely think you should have flipped for range first, because if you spike a Seliph, then
Yeah, you
That's
always
actually
want to be able to
proc.
use the Seliph resource, but considering they knew where 2 were, they might. The chances were low, but you still don't want to go for that. And she lives.
That
Oh no, she
whiffs.
doesn't.
Oh, that hits.
No, she's 50. I thought she was 60.
Oh. Oh, that does.
Yeah.
Right, Sumi is a 50.
I mean, she is a 3-2 flyer. It makes sense. Yeah.
Now, is Alexan going to flip for range to poke the Maribel?
I don't see them doing it. Mirabelle doesn't really matter too much.
I think that she totally does. I think that she's a way to buff her turn, and even with enough bonds face up, it's still a way to grab something that you want. So I see every reason to actually swing at Maribel, in my opinion. So
You're the one who knows the matchup way more. I just don't see Mirabelle doing too much because, well, yeah. You have the peony in
making
hand,
Lissa
so you already have the buff.
80 on offense is...
Yeah, I was just meaning we know that they have the peony in hand, so the plus 20 is always going to be there roughly. And considering you're not Sigurding, yeah.
maybe another Simia
this
is gonna
turn.
get played.
Oh,
This turn.
Oh, interesting. I think I'm okay. I'm relatively okay with this. At least they've built up a board by now. I think what sucks is that we'll see if he goes for the Deirdre or not, because realistically, if the Deirdre sticks, then Leif has a reliable way to get to 8 bonds.
Yeah.
And then that's going to put his bond pickup skill online, but we will see how he decides to play this turn out.
Yeah, because both Deirdre and Julia are both resource generation cards. They don't really... Well, Deirdre doesn't really need to attack to be useful. Neither does Julia. They're just there to sit there and give you stuff for free.
Now, I think despite
what do we
the board
heal
being
here?
locked, I think that swinging at Deirdre was definitely the right
Another
play.
May. Just
Another May?
lock them. Because you have Peony to buff the May, and that's a 90 swing. They can't deploy another Julia to be able to punch hard, so that means their pretty much only deploy is... Actually, no, they got like 4.
I definitely think with the lack of cards in Alexan's hand, it could also be in Luca's best interest to play around Henry a little more too, which is concerning because there's 2 Henry 1 in bonds, but there's not much that you can do about that now.
Does this deck even have bond retrieval? I don't think it does, right?
My guess is that there might be a copy of Noe 3, but we will see.
Also, they have Lewin, which means they should be doing more aggressive things with the Leaf and more playing around Unifier, in my opinion. But granted, they never got to 8 bonds, so they can't really do that.
I know realistically in my build, Lewin is mostly just going to be a turn 2 play.
Yeah.
To help ramp, and also something that you need in a pinch, but...
Healing Henry. So now they're going to go for the discard.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Yeah, because if Luca's hand was like 3 cost 1 Henrys, it's perfectly fine to toss 2 into bonds. Because their plan is to either Maylock or Henry delete their hand. No matter which one it is, Alexan is not going to be happy with it.
I think the cool part is that if May is able to stick, then next turn he can forcefully discard 3 if he sequences it correctly.
Oh yeah, he does have enough deployment to class change Henry and then class change May. I thought he was 1 short.
You don't even need to class change Henry.
Well, it's more for if you want to use Henry's...
Mortal Hex, yeah.
Yeah. Just because on class change, that'll cause both players to discard, which means it's a neutral for the person who does it, and it's a -1 for...
Raw Sigurd 5 in the back. That's definitely a very weak play.
They must be afraid, and they're just going to try and tank up, but because they have Mirabelle and Peony, it doesn't matter too much. For at least Lissa.
I don't think Lissa can hit 130, though. I definitely think that Leif should double buff.
He could, yes.
Okay. Julia now can't say I agree with that.
They might just be looking for more Sigurds and just trying to get their able to do another buff.
I think while that's possible, it would be in their best interest to use it now if they keep the Seliph in their bonds, because next turn they'll get to 8, and that means that you can start looping the Selifs so that you can continue to buff. But he can pick up Julius if he wanted.
Also, Sauce, this is where they raw deploy the Celica 5 and use its skill.
Maybe.
After the double buff.
Oh, that's nasty.
Because no one is prepared for that.
Good ordering for sure. Now that's definitely gonna hurt Luka, because if the Julius comes down, then he can't Mire and Mortal Hex. So that's gonna be pretty ugly, and that's gonna be something that's gonna burn him out of resources too. So
Are they tough? Oh.
yep, that makes sense.
Yep.
That is the only legal deploy that Alexan has in their hand, yes.
So it's just dodges otherwise.
Interesting.
Or. No, just dodges. Are they going to flip over both of those? Because if they flip over the red, that at least can lock away. It makes Maid a lot harder. Or they can try and get rid of the Henry play.
I would flip both.
Yeah.
100%. If you flip one,
two,
then they can still make the Mire play.
Well, they can always make the Mire play just...
No, they can't.
Yeah. They can with blue-red Tiki.
Oh, if that's in their deck, then yeah.
But I don't think they're running that. But...
Does Alexan hit face with this Julius here?
No,
Do they feel safe enough?
No, they shouldn't.
I hope not, but...
It doesn't give them anything, because once again, Yellow's supposed to stall out. They're denying resources. They're generating their own. Right now, swinging the Lissa will just give them an extra card in hand.
I do think that this deck can, in some ways, be difficult to burn out, especially if Lissa decides to play less. But I think they need to get to a slightly more stable point to justify swinging, which I don't feel that they're at now. I think the fact that Julius is out is very nice, but I think the real kicker is whether or not Sias is out. And I think once you've established a board presence, then you will probably be able to safely swing at Lissa. Because I don't think that you're necessarily going to get them to 0 cards in hand the way that you would with some decks, but
no,
that's definitely the way it played out.
It's just too cheap of a heal. That it'll always it just gives them too many cards to be really able to fully deny them like that.
Oh, we had a lackey blip.
Yep.
No, I agree with that.
May 1 and over. I'll see again. Just trying to lock the leaf. The sad thing is they're not going to be able to stop the Julia just from unflipping one and flipping that May face down. So pretty much they're going. Luka's going to be on 1 bond for the entire rest of the game until they kill that Julius or Julia. And I don't think they're going to be able to do it anytime soon.
I'm pretty sure there's still another Julius in bonds too. I don't remember if he sent it or not, but there should be one. I think it might be the one next to the Sigurd.
Yep.
That one should be a Julius.
Well, you should never send Julius just because it's a 0. And you don't need those floating around.
You can. It depends on whether or not you have Olwen. And it depends on whether or not you already have one as well. But
yeah,
for the most part, you don't want to. Yeah, you're right on that.
Olwen is just there so that you can put it back in bonds. Oh. Alright, and we're back after a small little blip that you won't notice. That...
Whiffs.
Oh, yeah, it does. 10 short.
Wait, did Luka pick anything up off of the Lissa hit?
No, it was a dodge.
Oh, no, it was a dodge.
Yep.
Okay.
They dodged it before the break, the snap, so they have to just replay the exact same options.
Yeah.
Because
I
of
thought that I hit
Wacky
first,
Glitch messing stuff up, I no longer have access to Alexan's hand.
Oh,
I just see Luka's.
Dang.
All right, I guess I'm just gonna go back to shit talking Luka.
I mean,
But I think for what it's worth, Luka is actually like playing pretty well.
yeah.
They are.
We know at least one mistake that technically Alexan could have done better, which is just not swinging. Granted, Luka took one orb. That's not that bad, but there's nothing been that's super apparent for Luka.
Mm-hmm.
Other than healing Peony, maybe. But Peony's worked out for them, actually. It's just let them consistently get Lissa up to able to hit more May.
Wow, still no way to get to 8 bonds, which is actually really bad. I think while it's definitely unfortunate that they didn't necessarily have what they needed in their hands, I think it's on them for not setting themselves up properly as well.
Yep.
There were definitely some ways where you could have set yourself up a lot better for success to get to 8 in the first place, and Alexan kind of just didn't do that. So
Alexan had quite a few plays just sitting in hand for a while and just chose not to ramp to get those plays out.
wow, interesting. Yeah, Alexan
at
unfortunately
this point,
under
they're
a
in
little bit of scrutiny
return.
here, but
Yeah.
hopefully they're able to pull it back.
They still got one more defensive buff if they're going to use it, but currently that leaf is at 0. Okay, there they go. We don't correct
It just
counters
sucks
only when they affect math and choices at that point.
I think it just sucks because the buff, it's like meaningful and meaningless at the same time because I think Lissa still hits, which kind of sucks. I mean, it does admittedly provide a defense against any other option that's on the board, which is nice, but
it goes from 2 hits to
crits.
1 hit. You can just think of it as a dodge for May. Lissa's going to hit. May won't. Or both of them get buffed by plus 20, and then they can both hit. Because an 80 and a 90. And yep.
Okay, Loptus.
They don't want to get May locked again, which is fair.
Though I do think that they need Deirdre more now.
Yep.
So I think flipping Deirdre might have been the better play.
Yes, because that just lets you next turn be able to deploy Deirdre from
Has
skills.
Sias been milled at all?
No, I have not seen him.
No, they have not.
It might be orb jailed. It might actually be orb jailed.
Yeah, because that card is only really a counter for anything that uses retreat, which Lissa does, but half the time it's not super useful because they have enough attacks to mill enough cards. It just depends on what deck it is. Because, like, in this case, if they really needed to mill cards, they can get Peony to swing. It's not great, but it technically is an option if Leif isn't buffed.
I'm expecting Henry.
Yep.
If they bonded blue.
Henry makes the most sense.
I think that, considering that Alexan's on 3 cards, this should be a pretty good play. Let's hope that... Luka has to hope that there's no Rainbow Robin, but I do think, considering the fact that Alexan bonded 1... Oh, wait, okay. Actually, I really agree with this. Yeah,
Luka,
I do think that this is a very good play.
You have one more card in your hand.
Oh, they class changed Lissa.
Please don't
Okay.
have one card. Yep.
And Noe.
Okay,
Wow, this is a
I was
very
gonna yell at
solid
Luka
turn.
if they did not play the Noe.
Okay, if they
Yeah.
didn't play the Noe, that would have
They
been
were sitting
very
on
suspect.
a lot of blues.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were sitting on a lot of blues for a very long time.
Henry
I
2.
think considering the fact that Deirdre is in bonds, I do think that the Noe should have sat in the front to try and clear the Julius.
And now we see
something,
what I
but-
mean.
Yeah, the Julius or the Julia both would have been good choices for the Noe to kill, just because it gets them away. They don't have the infinite resource generation.
Because that Noe is definitely going to be pretty impermanent, considering the fact that Deirdre's in bonds.
Yeah, Deirdre's
Now we
hitting
also
the
have
board.
to, we definitely have to see whether or not Alexan remembers that Deirdre has more than one skill.
It
Because that's
has
something that people fail to realize.
it has been forgotten already once this tournament.
Interesting. Okay.
I don't remember who, but someone did not use it. Are they going to go for the crit though?
Here.
That's my question. If
They
they go
might.
for the crit with May or for Noe, they could just go for game right here.
No knowing retreat.
Oh, there's some damn.
Yeah.
Because I'm just on the assumption that they have a May, because you always have a May.
Yeah, Luka is definitely looking in a very, very good position right now. We'll have to see what Alexan can pull off next turn, but this is looking like an almost decisive victory so far. But
Assuming
can't
Alexan
say
gets
too
another
much.
turn.
Yeah.
They might if they they're going. I think they're going for game right here.
I can probably agree with that. I do think
Because
it's possible that Leif can always just self.
they healed the
We'll
May,
see.
and let's see if this hits. It does not.
Ooh, unfortunately it doesn't.
And no crit, but they do have a May 1 either as a dodge or a crit. I would want to think it's a crit in this situation.
I hope so too. I'm expecting for it to be a
There's
crit.
the Noe.
And there's the
Wow,
Silas.
wait,
there's
is
the
the Sias, is that
And
the
there's the
last
May
card in
crit.
deck? No, it's second to last.
And that's the final orb taken.
Wow, that's really
Is this
unfortunate
everything?
timing because even if there's Olwyn, the fact that it's second from the top means that it's going to be reshuffled back into the deck.
Yep. Because as
So-
soon as they draw a card, their deck has to reset.
Yeah, that's very, very unfortunate timing on Alexan's part. There's nothing that he could do about that.
And what is Luka getting back? Lissa Mage. That's probably to stomp if Leif was to try and run. Gives her range.
Probably, yeah.
And, well, also being a crit if he stays in the front. And then they can use
They
the
should
peony buff on something
probably-
else.
Oh, there we go. I thought Alexan was going to DC for a second.
Honestly, same. Yep, there goes the retreat. We have no idea where the Sias is anymore.
Yep.
I think granted Luka is on 4 cards in deck as well. So if you times it, like if you time your swings properly, you can technically run him out of retreat, but that also does require you to swing with 2 units being in the back, which kind of sucks, but
But you can also just swing with anything else and then Lissa last. Also, considering they're at orb 0, if they hit, they win. The on-hits no longer matter.
oh, I meant Luka or Alexan running Luka out of deck or
Yeah.
resetting their retreat.
But that doesn't... I don't see that mattering.
Now it now it doesn't matter as much anymore considering the fact that Leif is on 0.
Yeah.
So definitely a case of like too little too late, but
Yeah.
I think the only thing you can pray for as Alexan is to reset the retreat, because then that means that Luka can't start cycling through his orbs.
I think
Yeah.
I don't remember if there's a Nana in Bonds or not, but I do think that Alexan should do something like pick up Nana and then Nana rebond Nana with Leaf BS to pick up the Deirdre, flip 1 to deploy the Deirdre so you can kill the Noe, ramp something, and when you're killing Noe, you could probably unflip something like a Seliph. That way you can buff yourself, and that's probably the best line that he can do. Of course, you probably shuffle Julia's effect in somewhere within those steps, but that to me is probably the best line that he could take.
Yeah. Yeah, because getting the Deirdre out is probably the best thing, just because it gets rid of the Nowie that's going to be +1ing Luka every turn. It's a good beat stick. And Deirdre obviously just ramps you up. It's the single most effective card in this situation. And it's just all about getting it out as effectively as possible. Deploying it from hand
sick.
also
Look
works.
from hand. Wait, all in the front though?
They don't know about skill 2. They're gonna go for May.
If he swings, please don't. I'm begging you.
I think that Alexan's gonna go desperation mode right here.
Just trying to make a wall of units?
Yeah, because that is just the correct play at this point.
Likely so, but
that's
I
why
just I don't want to see. Okay, cool. Okay. Deirdre too. Thank goodness. Cool.
Goodbye.
Unflip leaf. Okay, that's
a dodge is a fine unflip because they're probably going to bounce to hand.
Yeah, so I think if there's a Seliph in bonds, which I believe there should be, I also hope that there's.
We are not doing that.
What is there not an Nana in bonds?
At this point, I don't remember.
I don't remember either. I guess I understand as much if there's no Nana. Wow. All right.
A double leaf.
What?
They are afraid.
What? You could pick something up from your bonds.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. Well.
And we're just gonna cycle everything.
Yeah, we'll see what they get with Julia. I think if they didn't have anything worthwhile in their bonds, which they should at least have a Seliph, then they should have done something like Julia first. See if you can get a BS.
Considering they're going just pure dodges, pure like panic mode, if Luka has another Henry play, that's just game right there as soon as Henry hits the board.
Yeah, but even so, I think this could have been played out. This turn could, the sequencing could have been played out a lot better. Well, at least he didn't pick up anything yet, so... I mean, I guess you can Sias. So you can flip the Sias with Deirdre, and then you can pick that up and play it. You can pull everything, try and clear the board, run away, reset the deck. Definitely an out.
Let's see if Alexan's tunneled. I think Alexan might be tunneled on just grabbing all the evades back.
Yeah. I think there's a good chance of that. And that's, well, not good. Deirdre skill.
Okay.
Oh, flips the Sias.
Flipping the Sias is giving me hope. I think that's the only target that you would flip, though, realistically. We just have to see what he picks up.
This is one of the issues about yellow decks, though.
Such as?
It's just slow.
It's not slow in the right hands.
You know what I mean, though?
Yes, I know what you mean.
Alright, flip for range.
Hitting May. Dodging May with another overclass.
I do think that flipping for range was also not the right play. I think from here, maybe he's probably going to pick up the leaf that he flipped, but yeah, that was not good. He didn't have to flip for range if he just picked up the Sias.
Yes. I don't think he remembers that leaf can pick up at this point.
Yeah, I'm not sure either, but
or he could do the leaf move into just other things hitting it. Because that means you get 3 attacks into it from your backline mages that are right now just in backline jail. Unless he's actually going to swing with Julius and Julia.
Which would be it would just be a massive throw.
Yeah, because that's just giving crit fodder and more combo potential for things like Henry, May. Another Noe even. Considering they never technically dodged with it, they might have another in their hand.
I wonder if he realizes.
Yep, he misplayed there.
Now flipping the leaf.
Yep. He's now going, oh, I could have done this the entire time. Now he at least can use his mages to do...
Well, okay, if he's pulling May, then I really have to expect him to double buff with Sigurd here. It really depends on what he chooses to pick up, but
Yep.
I don't think he can necessarily afford the single buff anymore.
Yeah.
I don't think
He didn't pull everything, so
I don't think he's gonna pick up. I'm for real.
he might not. He might not, but we'll see.
If he clicks pass turn here,
My goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
Okay.
Oh, bro.
Not using Leaf skill 2, I think.
Leaf skill
okay.
3, bro. That's like arguably his most important skill.
Bonding
oh
Lissa.
my god.
Class changing into Lissa. The question is, do they have Henry? I'm gonna go with no.
I don't think so.
we've seen all Henrys. We've seen
Okay.
every card in the deck.
Yeah, fair. Well, if it wasn't him the entire time. Alright. That is a 90. Is it going to 110?
I don't actually know if this is gonna go face or not. It honestly might not. Like, knowing that he has 2 dodges in hand, I don't know if this is gonna go... Wait.
Peony crit?
Peony crit? Wait.
Yes.
Yeah! Peony crit.
Okay. Okay. But Lissa has to have a crit as well. I'm assuming that he does, but...
I mean, 90 could hit, or they actually just use the 90 to swing elsewhere.
Yeah, well,
Oh, no.
okay.
90
Interesting.
into face, into self.
So, unfortunate. I'm assuming there's a crit.
Yeah, no.
Wow, there isn't. Okay,
We
so...
bonded the crit to main promo, I think.
Oh,
I think
man.
that's
I
both.
think he... Maybe he probably should have swung at Julia instead.
At least we're
Now
gonna
he can
start
passively
cycling.
get resources, too.
Yeah, at least we're gonna start
Whatever's in
cycling.
orbs. Dang, okay. Alexan is definitely fortunate enough to have another turn. Say that much.
Yep. Nana.
Oh, Nana
Okay.
and Bonds? Okay.
That's a good one.
Okay, Raw Nana top deck. Thank you.
That's a really good top deck.
Into Sidus.
Brother, you could have done that last turn.
I think what happened is once he flipped for range, he started raiding his bonds again. Because he said he messed up and didn't use the leaf. Or maybe that was towards Sias.
Well, no, he definitely didn't. I don't know if he saw Sias or not, because he could have picked it up.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I mean, I imagine Sias gets deployed here and everything gets swung at, but... Yeah, alright. And everything gets pulled, so that makes sense. And I think what's really going to keep him alive is whether or not he remembers to pick up bonds, because you can still pick up dodges with Leaf, and that's going to somewhat keep him in the game as long as his board presence stays as well. But we will just have to see what's up.
Yeah, there goes the Sumia.
Yep. And then...
There goes the Maribel.
I feel like a Henry's going to show up and just win the game for Luka.
I hope so. I hope that's the case.
You're hoping the Leaf loses?
As much as it sucks to say, I think that Luka has played pretty well this game, so I do hope that that is the case.
We're gonna ramp, then we're gonna jewels.
Yep. If you weren't doing that, you're not playing yellow.
Sending Nana. I disagree with that.
Yeah, Nana's one of your just natural ways to constantly get advantage and get cards. Because it's either that or Final Holy Warring, pretty much. And I don't see that happening anytime soon.
What is the chance that Alexan
He's playing my
picks
build
up
with
11?
Olin. So, you realistically won't be playing too much around Holy War. You can, but you should be playing around looping Nana. And unfortunately, he just tossed the Nana that he had. So, I mean, I don't remember if there's another one or not in Bonds, but I'm assuming at this rate that there isn't.
Yep.
There should not be at this point.
Yeah, I don't think that there is, so I can't say that I agree with tossing the Nana.
And swinging.
There goes Pony.
That's fine. Needed to go away at some point. Will they continue?
There's no shot that Alexan buffs and just passes turn, right?
They could.
It could happen.
They did forget the bounce last time, so will they forget it again? Or are they going to declare Sias reshuffle and then pass? Alexan saying it was like 2:30 a.m. for them.
They're probably extremely sleep deprived at this point.
Yeah.
Having to turn out a sauce deck at 2 in the morning. Good lord.
Yeah, not a good time.
Hey yo, no response from my boy. He's gonna
Sorry,
take
what?
that.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. My family is texting me right now.
Okay.
I think someone like scratched all the cabinets because they were careless when they were vacuuming. So I have to tell them that it wasn't me because it wasn't.
Okay.
What happened? What'd you say?
We said that it was like 2:30 a.m. for Alexan, so they're sleep deprived and playing a sauce deck.
Oh, well,
Definitely not
yeah.
a fun time.
Yeah, but I'm not even gonna argue with that.
So you know that your lists are monstrosities.
Oh yeah, 100%. I know.
Then get out the kitchen.
Nah, I'm staying in the kitchen.
I mean, Sam is trying to put Rage Grail into random things right now. So that's
that's
funny.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, at least I'm not playing Henry. I'll say that much.
True.
You know?
I mean, I'm done with him.
Good.
I did 2 tours. I think somehow it worked out, and I'm done. Unless I'm really unsure of what the hell to play against you, or I'm like, this is just a free win. So honestly, it might just show up against Sauce.
Bruh.
Alright.
Well, I mean, you gotta stand on business, so I get it.
We're buffing. Are we gonna swing, or are we just gonna pass?
We're gonna grab back a bond? Actually, did we do that? No, they haven't done that yet.
They haven't done it all game.
Look, Leif only... Oh, Silas reset.
Oh.
Look, at least that means you'll have very constructive criticism of what is Leif's skill 3.
True.
Oh my goodness. Leif only has 2 skills, guys.
Truly.
I'm being very unprofessional right now, but
No, no,
it's
no.
okay.
Like that. This is just objectively true. Like they're not using Leaf skill 3, and it's gonna kill them.
Yeah. Please crit a line. I'm actually begging you.
They potentially can if they remember not to take the orbs that are currently Lissa's.
They also bonded a
Yeah,
Fae.
they wanted. Okay, wait. There has to be another one in hand. There has to be.
Unless that's their only
Uh,
red. But then that's just stupid.
that's their only red.
Yeah, okay.
Wait, for real?
Yeah.
No, bro. No, this can't be happening.
Is that the mage
Wait.
or the crit?
I think that's the mage. Wait,
No?
brother.
Brother.
Mage.
Okay.
Is Luka
Please,
gonna
wait,
call
still crit
force?
anyway. Wait, please.
No.
Well, okay, I think critting's a good idea anyway because this deck thrives on having. Okay, all right. Well,
What did they
I
flip
was
one
going to
draw
say
one
this
for?
deck thrives on having at
Oh.
least one Leaf 5/4 in hand because you can loop bond skills with that. Granted, that doesn't matter as much because Alexan's not picking up bonds anyway, but still.
Yeah,
Oh man, you should have crit with that.
They should have crit with that, and they should have used Lissa's skill before swinging.
Well, they didn't have a retreat.
No, they didn't
to be
have a
fair.
retreat.
Oh,
They couldn't.
right. Yeah, they didn't. Right.
But they could have used it afterwards if they crit, and they didn't. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's happening
Also-
anymore. That was
This was just a
very
nothing
questionable.
turn. They shouldn't have done this at all. They should have just legitimately just swung with Lissa crit past turn.
Wow.
Like if
That
you
was a very poorly played turn.
yeah, because that means you save the 2 red cards for next turn, so you can crit with them if you draw a red. You can crit with Lissa, use her skill, replace the bond, get a new card. Cool. That stops the Sias. And then just next turn, if you get a red bond or if you drew the red from Lissa, you bond it and then crit with Fae. That you just need 2 hits, and if you crit with Lissa here, you're at least bringing them down to 0 cards in hand, which fucks over any deck. No deck likes that.
This is also a little bit deeper, another level deep. Luka should know exactly what their orbs are at this point, because we've seen the deck reset. And so the orb they could have grabbed would have been the card that they needed to grab, if they had thought about it a little bit. But that's a little bit harder to visualize. I get that one.
Yeah, that one's a lot harder because you have to assume that they're counting every single card. Usually when I'm doing things that reveal my deck, I will count my important cards. But not all of them. So I don't think they're one to count every single card and figure out exactly what's in their retreat. And may have only counted their May promos, their Henry promos, because those are the 2 main cards of the deck. So I wouldn't blame them for not knowing what's in their orbs. If they broke the orb that they placed in there themselves, that's on them. They shouldn't have done that.
They didn't. Did they? They did. Hold up, let me actually check that again. I need to check the logs.
Yeah, did they break a Lissa orb? Because of course we won't know if it was the
Well,
actual one they placed, but...
Okay, it was not the one that they placed, but they did break a Lissa orb.
Okay, that's not that. Then that's not bad then. It happens. You broke the wrong orb.
Would you like to know what the other 2 orbs are?
Sure. I'm guessing one is
Sure, why
Fae,
not?
because you said one
They're
would be
both
crit.
Fae.
Oh.
Both Fae. Wait,
he had
you
a
broke the wrong
2 in
orb?
3 chance of getting the Fae crit, and he missed it.
Oh my
Granted,
god.
the Fae crit wouldn't have been that good there because he had already declined the Lissa crit by the time that was
Yeah.
the choice. So he needed to crit with Lissa, then hit the 2 and 3. I don't blame him for doing what he did. But
I don't blame him
Mana?
either, but
Alright.
he definitely had a line that was a bit deep to figure out, but it was there.
Okay, well, he picked up another dodge, so things are looking very dire for Luka now.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that last turn really just hurt.
That last turn was the turn to put on more pressure because Alexan's about to just be in a, okay, I can kill you.
Yes and no. I think the
That's
fact
gonna
that
be rough.
they have Lissas and orbs now.
It's just more
Means
of
that
getting
it's
to the
gonna be a
point
lot
where
harder.
it is almost inevitable. Is what I should have meant.
All right, we are running.
Yep.
Though if there's Henry set up in hand, that would be cool. But I doubt that there is at this point.
I doubt there is as well, but that is your one way out.
Yep, and there goes the Fae. We're swinging. Is Luka
Yeah.
gonna take the... Luka took the Lissa. Okay.
Does he have crits in hand already?
I think they just pressed the take orb button.
I see.
No, they specifically went out to grab one of the Lissas. Now they grabbed one of the Faes.
Oh,
I think grabbing the Lissa might be okay if you decide to crit that way.
Also,
Because critting is your way to play around Sias.
also if they grab the list, they might be planning on using Lissa skill. If they grab the phase, Lissa's skill is not a draw random; it's a draw Lissa, which could be better or
And
worse.
Luka's picked up both of their Faes, and I'm pretty sure they're currently kicking themselves over that.
Yep. I mean, they couldn't have known. Like
They couldn't have, but well, they could have.
they could have known there was 2 out of 3, but there's no way of knowing which orb was the bad one.
That one I agree with, but they could have known that there were 2 Faes and orbs.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna Sigurd buff. What are we Sigurd buffing? Leif twice.
Are they going to use Leaf skill 3? That is the question.
No.
I don't think that they are.
I don't think they are
this
either.
point-
I don't think that they are. But
Because, yeah, grabbing a face down bond every turn. Really fucking good. And declines to do it.
okay.
And another piece of
Man, if
sauce
only
dies on the
Luka-
inside.
Man, if only Luka had run the one of Alm so we could get the range on the Fae right now.
No. What you need is that Loki.
Wait, hold on.
Nah, he has 8
There's a
cards in
line.
hand. Maybe there's Henry set up.
Yeah.
There's not, but
Oh.
Well,
There's not 2
GG's.
Henry 3-2s? Come on, Luka. Norn? Not great. Happy.
is there a Rainbow Robin in hand?
No.
Wait, no, wait. Oh, I mean, it's 2 dodges. No, what are you doing? Please don't bounce the people in the front. Okay, never mind.
We all felt that panic, right?
I thought he was gonna bounce the people in the front, dude.
Oh.
Okay, no.
No, this is a clearing board turn. It would seem. Probably Sigurd being the last one left alive.
Yeah, I think so.
It's the only consistent swing you got.
This is definitely very helpful. And I haven't been paying attention. Has he not? Like, has he been using Deirdre's skill?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I just looked away. For a
He's
second.
used all of
I'm
his
going
skills
through another
decently
thing.
well, except for Leaf skill
Leaf
3.
3. Yeah, okay.
Alright, we got a draw off of Mage. That's a centerpiece you should hang on to. That one I agree with less.
I don't know, it's weird.
But
I
it's okay.
wonder if he goes into Unifier, because I know his hand is 2 leaves. So I wonder if he goes into Unifier and tries to close out the game here.
Could work, but I would say you should never do that, just because you know Lissa has enough dodges. You've been watching Lissa use skill 1 like 3 times. You know there's at least 3 dodges in there, and they have yet to use any of them.
It
Oh,
could
we'll
happen
go to-
though. It could.
Wow.
If he bonds, he's up to 12, so he gets 3 deploys. All right. Well, it's not happening. I lied.
Yeah. Like, there was a chance of it, yeah, but, like, I wouldn't even go for that because I don't see you getting 5 hits.
I do.
3 deploys? That's every single one hitting?
Whatever he top decks can be deployed, too. If he top decks a leaf, whatever, but...
Yeah.
If he doesn't slam it down right now, I don't think he has something to use.
Also, what I was saying was 5 minimum. There might be 6 dodges needed. Is that Unify?
He has 1 in hand. I know he has 1 more leaf in hand. And then he can just pick up that 5/4 whenever.
Yeah, that's true.
If he's not deploying anything else, then both the
1,
cards in his hand are leaf. But...
2, yep, unifying.
Yeah, they're both a leaf. Okay.
Oh, you showed a different one? Oh, yeah, you should show the art that you know your opponent knows so you don't give them card information.
No, his opponent knows about that one. He picked that one up with Nana.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Alright, 1...
Deirdre in the front.
And I think considering the fact that he played Julia, I hope that he's paying attention to his deck size as well.
I mean, he could still Julia right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? Like, if he Julia's right now, that's fine. But if I catch him swinging,
You
and
mean
then
you don't want him
Juliaing
to
before
Deirdre
deck with
first?
that. Huh?
If he Deirdre's first, it'll be funny.
Oh my god, no, please. Please don't. Or he could Owen Tinny. He could Owen Tinny, and then that makes him go -1.
No, what's even better is if he Owen Tinny's, then Deirdre's, then Julius.
Oh my god. You guys, this is messed up.
Oh!
But it might be in his best interest to count the cards in his deck to, like, figure out what BSs might be left.
What skill is he going to use first?
Like, if there's a Nana BS left in deck, then that's huge, because you can Nana pick up Nana, and then...
Please
bond
do
that
the
with me.
meme. Please do the meme.
Please Julia first.
Please do the meme first.
Deirdre?
Oh my god. Oh my god, please no.
Hey, yo, pause.
No!
Pause.
No!
Alright.
Owen Tinny now. Owen Tinny now.
Owen? Oh my god.
Fucking god.
Oh no.
Oh my.
Oh my god, no.
Tinny?
Yep, Tinny, we're gonna flip one draw.
Wait,
Come
please
on.
swing. You can still salvage
Come on.
this. Please swing.
Okay, we're gonna flip to Tinny.
Alright.
Alright.
I know this is where they tap Julia. I'm staring at the card.
I believe in
Please.
you. Please
Please.
swing.
Please do the funny.
Leaf? Leaf
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Nah.
Oh shit, wait, that's huge, that's huge.
Wait. Okay, that's. We're getting somewhere.
Yep.
I know that wasn't in your hand. That could have been Juliet in earlier.
It could have been the teenage draw.
No, the tinny drum, like anything that's drawn or put into bonds now means that it was in the 3 cards that could have been Juliet in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So you could have done like Nana pick up Nana and then rebond that with
Right,
Leaf.
no, we could still Julia in.
No!
Yeah!
You can't be serious! This is why I didn't want you to win. Oh my god.
Bro's cooked. Oh. Oh.
What? No. What?
Oh, they.
Wait,
I
it's
think they
almost
caught
like he heard me.
it. They caught it. They caught it.
Alright.
Oh, I wanted Luka to shark it. I wanted Luka to shark it.
Yeah.
Uh.
Damn it.
Oh.
That would have been good.
We almost had
content. At the
greatness.
same time, my
Oh.
soul was saved. My faith in humanity.
We almost had good.
I popped off and it didn't even matter!
Okay, it's all on recording.
Hot bro, almost slacking.
Dude, that. I can't believe you guys willed that into existence. Like that almost actually happened.
I'm not sorry about that one. That was hilarious.
I was kind of hoping that Luke had just been like, yeah, you already declared the skill by tapping and flipping. You're committed now.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I meant. I was hoping that he would shark it.
Oh, because yeah, if this was...
He's gonna send Nana. Yeah, he sent Nana. Oh.
He sent
Oh,
Nana.
okay. I mean, I guess it's like sort of fine now that you're in Unifier, and you already have another in Bonds, but...
They might just not see the entire loop to just constantly use nanas to get cards.
I don't think... Oh.
2 nanas and a Seliph.
Yeah. Yeah, they're just tossing the nana. They just
I think the third Nana might be in there.
Seliph, 11.
What?
Okay.
Carried. Dude's carried.
Actually.
That's a plus 60. Maybe.
Alright, what are we unflipping?
Plus 90. Plus 120. Also, that means they're choosing, like, actually choosing Nana before Seliph. They chose not to throw away all the Seliphs.
Dang, still swinging.
And you're going to start dodging because you want that one card loop. You want to flip one, draw one.
I do think that this is a go next angle, though. I don't think that Luka wins this anymore.
I don't think so either. Luka had the opportunity, I would say, but sadly missed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a go next angle. Cards in hand, there's nothing. Even next draw, there's nothing.
Yeah, okay, because the only out in this situation is Henry. If you had half of Henry, I would understand, like... Well, granted, I'll always play it out, but... yeah, if you had half of Henry, it would be fine to stick around, like, to keep trying. But it's just rough, hitting that 100 thing in the back line. And if you have to win this turn, they know they're not living another.
If it was a Henry 1 on top of deck, we may have had a chance, but it is not.
If you're triple buffing, you better move to the front. Alright, wow.
Nope.
Ignore me, I guess.
Look, Leif only has 2 skills. Your comments are irrelevant.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I don't... I think that if you're triple buffing, you should be moving to the front to, like, set up for lethal properly, to, like, have another swing.
Yeah.
But unfortunately...
Triple buff pretty much makes you immune to crits. It makes you immune to almost most things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Luka has nothing this turn.
Hand is at least two leaves? Yeah. I think it might be 2. I know it's at least 1, but...
Half of a Henry. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, we have half of a Henry.
Did they draw
in
that
hand?
this
We
time?
have.
Oh, that is a discard.
Okay.
That is one way to do it. Okay, they don't have 2 more promos. Oh, they have another.
Hey, yo. Wait, imagine if there's one more.
No, because then you would lose crit. Oh, no, you wouldn't lose crit.
It's, well...
Wait, send Mercedes? Wait.
Well, yeah, because the last card in hand is another Lissa.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do they... how much have they used? 5...
they've used...
6.
10?
5 plus 6.
Yeah.
Yeah,
oh,
next.
Yeah, no, sorry. Wait.
Oh, no. 5 plus 3.
Yeah, they've used 8.
They used 8.
Okay. And they have 11? So they could do one more. Okay.
Yeah, if they have another Lissa, technically they can class change.
Shit.
Oh my god, they're going for it.
Okay, wait. Okay, if
Yeah.
he top decks a Lissa crit, that would be...
Well, the
Okay,
issue is,
wait, no, I
how do
lied.
you draw?
No,
He has
he draw discards,
nothing.
and then he just promoted, so they also go
Yeah,
minus.
no. I lied. My fault.
This is 80 attack into 130? Yeah.
Okay, so I guess while this was
160.
cool,
It never
nothing
was gonna
happened.
Because
So,
they were one
that's
orb short.
unfortunate.
They were one orb short. They could have
Yeah,
flipped one,
it's-
healed one of their Lissas to be a crit. They were one hit short.
Yeah, that really sucks. But this is definitely game 2 angle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would definitely like FF here, but realistically, yeah, swing at Julia.
Yeah. Oh, so close.
You hate to see
Yeah,
it
that's a
happen.
bummer.
Fun fact: if Luka had actually said no, you Julian, they would have probably won because they wouldn't have had that plus buff.
Yeah, totally.
They wouldn't have had enough Selifs. And then Luka would have swung his 80.
Now you pray what?
That they have
That's
a
their
like
thing.
brain hemorrhage.
Unfortunately, that's their thing. Yeah, brain hemorrhage. Brain hemorrhage win con goes crazy though.
They have the plus 30 still sitting around that they still got.
Bro.
Yep.
Yep, there it goes. No self.
They're not. They don't even go for the demoralization.
Yep.
Oh, they did
Oh.
a sacred crit. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. It was not possible, Luka. Let's be real. There was a sacred buff. There was
I mean,
two sacred buffs.
no. That could have been a self into a miracle. They're marbles. There was a chance.
I suppose, but at that point we just flip buff 90
Deirdre.
Deirdre.
True, but you can dream.
Alright, I can see Alexan's cards now. I think. Yes, I can.
All right. Hopefully this time you don't throw away all of your ramping bridges. I think that would be really cool, but a man can dream. So
I mean, why? We only get skills at 6 bonds.
that's true. My bad. I spoke out of turn. Tinny, I think that's fine as long as you have a way to unflip that Tinny. Assuming you have Olin in hand, of course.
Yeah.
But that's probably fine. Usually, I like to have Tinny face up,
Oh.
but I think as turn 1, that's fine. Because if you have Tinny face up, then you don't need another Tinny in retreat to like have it looped with Olin. Because
Yep.
yeah, because you could just send the Tinny and then rebond it.
Also, immediately going for an attack, and I think that's a 1 of Celica.
It is.
I think so.
They're probably trying
I
to
think
use
that's
Nowie to get it
definitely-
back. But
I think it's.
Hmm?
I think it's definitely experimental, from what Luka told me.
Yep.
What was meld? I kind of forget.
Lissa.
Lissa.
It was a double self.
Yeah, so
Lissa.
take it. That's fine.
Can you heal self?
No,
No, Lissa.
No.
Yeah.
has to be non.
Has to be non. Well, I got good news for you, Sauce.
3-2.
3-2.
Please play it. Please play it.
Oh,
Wait, you
look.
wanted
why are you-
ruin.
Yep.
You
Look.
have another 0 in hand.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Are they
Is
going
he
to
gonna
use it
play it
though?
though?
Do they know that the 0 is just for the turn 2 play? Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
there were
that's
2
a-
11s in hand.
Wow. 2 in
That's-
hand is crazy because that doesn't happen. But
Yeah, that should never happen. Okay, yep, flip that.
Oh my
Sell it.
god, he's ramping. Oh, Bonselef, huge.
Yep.
Please unflip Tinny. Let's go. That's why you're my goat.
Yep, we're punching.
Yep, well, he punched last turn, so he's going more aggressive this turn.
Oh, that whiffs.
Yep.
Yeah. Again, I don't agree with all of this, but...
No, because you're setting up Lissa
well.
to get more options of heal.
Yep.
Lissa is someone who wants to brawl early, funnily enough. Leif just wants to sit there and wait until he gets a win con of... Yeah. I almost wanted Luka to Henry here.
That would be funny. I don't think it would be a bad option, to be honest.
It wouldn't be the
We
best
don't
because
know
I'm pretty
that.
sure saving it would be better. But doing it right here would, like, hinder.
Oh wait,
I
please.
think it would be
Okay,
good
I just had a
mostly
mini heart
because...
attack. Okay, we're good.
Why? Wait, what happened?
There's a Noe in hand, and we all know what happens when you
Oh,
play Noe
yeah.
on 3.
No, I think he knows that.
Okay.
But I think Henrying here would be fine, because if you're even on orbs, then you don't run the risk of having them discard Rainbow Robin. So I'd say that would be pretty ideal. And I mean, of course, it sets up for Lissa heal, but
What are we pitching for Mage?
of course he didn't have it, which is okay.
1.
This is a really tough hand to try to discard with. I will not lie.
A May.
I may. I don't know what else is in hand, so. Ooh, flip 2 to heal it. Alright. Oh, heal Faye. Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Alexan's kicking himself for bonding that second Levin.
Oh, does he have no plays? Is it all Leaf?
Pretty much.
I mean, that's not the
Damn,
worst
bruh.
hand to have, but, like,
No, that's a pretty bad hand, in my opinion.
fair enough.
You need to have some amount of plays.
Yeah.
Is
I mean,
he
you
really
just
gonna
need-
go for flip 1 kill Maribel here?
You just need plays going
You
from
could-
next turn onward. This turn isn't the worst to have for this still. The question is more of, are they going to get hit one more time to see if they can get a play, but turning on Sumiya? That's my question. Because they took one orb already when their hand was mostly Leafs.
We are, in fact, going for the Maribel.
Interesting. I guess that means you could say they learned their lesson from last game of how Maribel just gave so many +20s. But okay, you can deploy red things. And you deploy nothing into a self. That is a turn.
Sure was a turn of all time.
I looked away. Did he just swing?
They bonded, they bonded a brown and then just swung. And then selfed.
Damn, okay.
Balls in Alexan's court.
I'm assuming, I mean, Fade just happens next turn, to be honest, but...
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there is one line here that I see in Alexan's hand, and I'm gonna grill him if he doesn't catch it. Yep, he did not catch it.
Cool, what was the line?
There's an Arvis in hand.
Wait, that would have been
Oh.
sick.
Yeah,
That would have been such a great play, because you play Arvis for 4, action phase, pitch an orb, which at this point Lissa is kind of gassed out already, right? And then you flip one, deploy the Julia off of Leaf,
Yeah.
and that's
Well,
just free bodies. And you also activate the flip one draw.
yeah. Damn. Well,
And you get to cycle still.
dude,
It happens.
this is. I get the feeling that like he's gonna win still too.
Yeah.
Which is the frustrating part. But...
I mean, when you see Leaf versus Lissa, your assumption is the Leaf does win.
Yeah, I think this is. I mean, this is a pretty good matchup for Leaf if you play it properly.
Yeah.
But
Fey over class.
Peony?
Okay,
First,
hello,
yep.
Peony.
Now
over
they're gonna
class.
Fey. Yep, they're
Fey,
Fey.
yep, that makes sense.
Ooh, that's a nasty double top deck.
Was it May or Henry or another Fey? Because all of those are bad. Okay, it's one of those three. Or it's both. Get 2 combo pieces that you were missing.
I bet it was Henry alignment.
Yeah.
I hope that it's Henry alignment. I think that would be funny.
Yeah, sadly they can't get a Deirdre this turn, but 280 things swinging Leaf, he ain't gonna be happy.
Yeah. Henry's only funny when it happens to
Oh.
someone else.
Oh,
Ooh,
no,
watch
no.
this Leaf self.
Oh,
Alright, I lied.
no. Lissa just not getting her cards.
Yeah, that's really a shame. I mean, he probably won't get it anyway, considering the fact that Alexan's hand is like all Leaf.
Yeah. They seem to be fine
Even
with taking
so-
orbs from other things that aren't Lissa.
Yeah, even so, it would be nice to like force said Leafs out, but
Yeah.
that's really tough.
Yeah, that was just rough. Are we
I
actually
wonder
gonna
if
play the
Arvis
Orvis?
gets played this turn still.
Yeah, are we actually gonna play the Orvis?
It might be a little dangerous because now that you're on 2 orbs and you're actually getting swung at, I probably wouldn't ramp, but I would still use it for flip 1 draw if that's really your only play, of course.
5,
But
6. We're at 6.
Alright, there's Arvis.
Yeah,
this, okay.
that is your only play. The question is, does Alexan breed?
I would at least flip 1 draw and then probably
Arvis
Julia.
won.
Yep, he's one
Wait,
for it.
bonding orb now.
Robin.
Ooh, okay, I'm not sure about that. I think that would have been fine maybe last turn. This turn it makes less sense to me. I know it helps you get closer to 8, but I think that this is still a very scary position to be in. And
That's
throwing
if-
away your orbs probably isn't.
That's if they read Leaf skill 3. Remember, they haven't activated that 8 bond skill yet. They've only gone
No,
to
that's
12 and then
true.
unified.
True.
Arvis 2.
Yep, we're on a draw.
Okay, draw 1.
Oh my god, that's...
Is it Deirdre?
It's a concrete block, that's what it is.
Leaf? No. Julia?
Triggered 0.
Oh.
Bros, this... What is this? This is... Alexan is bricking hard, bro.
Bro, I bet it was Sigurd 0.
Yeah, fair.
Wait, but if you're flipping for Julia, please don't send Deirdre. You need her.
Once again, they've yet to use Leaf skill 3, so they won't...
That's true. My
There
bad.
there she goes. Like, you, all of your suggestions are on the assumption that they're gonna use Leaf skill 3.
Yeah, this is true.
Oh, they got the Nana. Are they gonna
but
pick up the
see,
Deirdre?
like if you didn't
wait.
send Deirdre, then
It's not one of
you
the flip
could've-
down cards.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. You could have picked up like a more valid deploy.
Are they going to... Let's see.
Like I bet they'll still Nana.
No, isn't the first bond a Sigurd 5-4? No, it was a tiny... Tine.
Is it?
It's a tinny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
Julia?
Julia.
Yes. Okay. I guess they're
Interesting.
probably just afraid of the Henry and the Maze that they just want to get it, like, away and out, done with.
I guess he could deploy it if he wanted to right now and still have the leftover bonds to be able to Julia next turn.
Yeah.
So I guess that's fine, but...
Yeah, there's flip 1,
yeah,
and
still...
if he pops up, and then he's just going to flip all the bonds. Technically, you don't even have to flip the Mercedes if you really didn't want to. Just because the brown bond isn't doing much, but...
Yeah, I probably still would.
Base 80 Julius Herder. The game's not a wrap, but not looking good.
I thought you said Alexan was bricking so much. What happened?
Hitting the Julius kinda switches the tune.
Yeah, fair.
What is Alexan's last orb? Okay. There's a world where Alexan gives Luka all the gas they need to end this game.
Oh.
Right here.
It could happen. I actually could see them just swinging 3 times. He's definitely thinking about it, but... it could happen.
Definitely thinking super hard. Okay.
Okay. That's good.
Well, we're gonna... Please spawn the right card. Please spawn the right card.
I mean, Maylocking is not super helpful here. Faye.
Oh?
Action phase?
Wait. What?
What could he have done? He has Noe in hand, right?
Huh? That's just gonna get dodged. What?
We could have just stuck the Noe.
Dang.
That's what I was talking about. We had the Noe. It was an 80 base Noe.
I think they wanted to wait for next turn, so it's perma 80, but that doesn't matter. There's fucking Deirdre.
Yeah.
There's a Julius just like staring you down on the other side of the board.
I
think it's worth like trying to play around, considering the fact that like if Deirdre, like if he doesn't know Leaf Skill 3 exists, then Deirdre's never gonna get picked up unless he gets lucky with Nana.
Yeah, but that's also has Luka noticed that they never picked up a bond.
I don't know. I don't know.
How much do we trust Luka's observation skills?
Excuse me?
With the last bond?
That's last orb.
I mean, not bond, orb.
You're now Henryable. Like, extremely susceptible to Henry.
How are you that ballsy? Genuinely.
You're not even tanked up.
And they're probably gonna do this without, like... just as long as you use Leaf Skill 3 this turn.
They're not going to.
No, if they leave...
Wait, please do.
If they leaf deploy a Sigurd, it could still be fine. Because then they can at least tank up. But this is a play that exists.
Yeah. Julia. We're not sure what to send. Alright, we're sending.
Oh, sending important pieces.
All of, like, Sauce's 3 favorite cards just left.
And you still could have picked up Deirdre this turn.
Sauce, are you gonna, like, drink yourself to sleep after this?
No, I don't drink.
Okay.
But...
I'll drink for you.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Okay, we picked up another dodge, which you absolutely weren't picking that up if you didn't just raw top that Nana off of Julia.
God. And that's the other thing. He's getting really lucky with like actually bonding said Nanas too.
Yeah.
Like,
he's
lucking
so
out
carried.
in terms of picking up his bonds because I know he's not noticing the skill 3.
He hasn't really supported them ever. They've just been looped in. Also, Ged getting rid of a Robin in this situation.
I would have kept that.
Like, just for a turn
Why are you
at least.
picking up so
Just-
many dodges? Your hand's already full of them.
Yeah, and if you're gonna get... If your opponent can Henry, and that's their one way to win, it's just safe to just keep it.
Okay, Arvistra, maybe? At least? Yeah, I don't know, just pitching all of your deploys only for you to loop in Nana really just sucks.
Swinging.
That whiffs.
Yep. But it's just more of the fact that there was an attack. They think they're safe.
Oh my god, he's going ham.
Yeah. For whether they
No
are or
reason.
they're not, they think they are safe.
Wait, I wonder if he's gonna Arvis draw. Like, he's done it once, but
And his deck just resets.
fine. Well, okay, it
Luka,
depends
you have
on
to
whether,
take
like,
this.
how much you wanted said card, too. Like,
Yeah.
I
Yep,
definitely think you
and-
should have been counting cards.
Alexan
That's
just
a good draw.
handed Luka the other half of Henry.
Oh,
Mm.
damn. Well, that's gonna... Bonding that Rainbow Robin is really gonna bite him in the ass, then.
Yeah, if that's two
Exactly.
dodges, if his entire hand is like 3 or 4 leaves, it's an action. Well, it's either get rid of all your plays or get rid of all your leaves.
Well, to be fair, I think Alexan is probably just gonna pitch the 2 cards that aren't leaf in his hand first.
Does Lissa have 2 more axe Lissas? Does Luka have 2 more axe Lissas?
Just 1.
Oh, okay, because I was going to say they could almost promo Lissa twice
Ooh,
and get
okay.
rid of 4 cards in total. Wait, did they? No, they just drew. Okay. I thought they used Leaf skill. Sorry. Also, they didn't attack with Julia.
For some reason.
They don't want them
Well,
to go...
not-
Zero-
Oh,
Wait,
we're Maylocking.
Yeah, Maylock's not the worst here.
If you're curious, yes, that is when I said, ooh, that's a nasty double top deck. He top deck both halves of Maylock.
Interesting.
Yep, Lissa buff. So you get an 80
I
and a
imagine
70 swing.
he's just gonna apply pressure on face, like force out these
Yep.
dodges, and then maybe
Yep.
Henry and Noe come out next turn.
Yeah.
I just know that the May is not gonna stay forever.
No, the maze... No. Considering Julius is there,
Oh.
or...
Okay. Doesn't matter.
There we go.
Yep, double self. Considering Arvis is there, yeah, May is not gonna live. But you were able to get 2 dodges out, which isn't bad for a turn.
Wait, do we not know that Arvis has a flip 1 to destroy?
They haven't used it.
I don't think 8 bond skill cards
Exists.
mean anything to Alexan.
They only know
You
how
don't
to
know that. You don't know that.
They only
You
know how to
don't know
count to
that.
6?
Look. He used Deirdre's skill too. I have faith.
Are we sure?
I have no faith at this point.
I have faith.
Alright, we're bonding that.
Yeah, because Arvis has both of his skills. They're both good. They both can help here.
Yeah, we're just gonna Julia.
That's fine.
All right, watch.
We're gonna
Toss
put
another
the Deirdre.
deploy, and then Nana gets looped in,
No. They're gonna throw. They're throwing away a Nana here.
which also is not great, in my opinion.
Okay, that's the Nana. Is that the Rainbow Robin or the Olwen?
I think there's the Olwen, and that's the Rainbow Robin.
Yep.
Yep.
There's the
Okay.
Nana.
Yeah, Nana was
Alright.
the first card grabbed.
1, 2, 3. Tinny. Okay.
This
Can you
man does not
preferably
like
flip
Nana.
Deirdre?
I mean,
Nana,
flipping
Nana,
Deirdre would make
Nana.
sense if you think of Leaf Skill 3. They're just gonna flip Tine.
No, they're gonna flip the Olwen.
I just always forget Tina can flip other things. I just flip itself always. Not using.
What?
Oh my
Bro,
lord.
what?
Oh my days. Alright, what are we picking up? It's a leaf. Yep.
What the fuck, dude? Oh. What the fuck?
It's so much pain!
I'm happy Sauce was here to commentate this one game.
Oh my god. I was like so excited to commentate Leaf gameplay, and now I mean I guess I should have expected this to happen. Which is a very rude thing for me to say. I'm very sorry to if anyone is watching this, but
Okay, they know about Arvis
Man.
skill 3.
Oh wait, they know about Arbus 3?
okay, at least they know that Arbis 3 exists, but
Faith has been slightly restored. Not for long.
So, if you're VOD reviewing, it should have been something like Tinny flips Deirdre to draw, and then you maybe pick her up with
That's one less pan
E3
attack for
or
me. Now the
Nana.
other 7. Luca knows. Luca knows he's being so carried.
Yeah.
And you flip one, you Deirdre deploy, you ramp, you can try and use that to clear May. You also should have killed May with Arvis as well.
Well, this one they knew. They knew they should have done it first before grabbing the card back.
And
Yeah.
we didn't do any of those anyways.
Yep.
How many bonds?
7. They grabbed a card back because
So
of
they
Nana.
can Henry here.
Yep.
Like if there's another May. Wait, Bon Noe?
Bon Noe, Henry, and May. They didn't Julius. They forgot to fucking Julius.
Oh,
That is
yeah.
also crazy. Yeah, wow, that was a really
So this used
God
3.
damn.
They still have 5 more deployment. They can overclass May again. Instead, they're going to class change Lissa. That's fine.
Did they not have another May?
I'm going to assume no.
I'm
They do.
assuming not. But
Oh, they had
do.
another May. Then why didn't they
I
over?
think
Oh, a
Wait,
crit.
he might go back into Axe.
Yeah.
Okay.
no. Yeah, that's
Okay.
why.
Yep, that's fair. That's a good choice. Never mind. We were judging you a little early.
Listen,
think
I have
just-
more faith in Luca than I do in Alexan at this
I-
point.
Same. That's why I said
Is
I'm
there
sorry,
another-
judging you a little early.
Is there another Noe in hand though?
There is not.
No.
Okay, then I don't agree.
The
I-
second Noe that they pitched was top deck.
I think their only choices
yeah.
was Alyssa or Noe, and they chose Lissa.
We now have 3 Lissa in hand, and if I were Luca, I would just, yep, you just got a crits line.
Do they have
Does he
the
have
peony
Brittle?
crit?
They do.
Okay.
Oh wait, that's huge.
Yeah, because then they also get Maydra.
And I think considering the fact that Alexan hasn't been picking up with Leaf.
That is 50. That hits with a crit.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
I think that hit without the crit.
No.
No,
No.
Lissa has a skill.
I thought
Has
that
a
was
support
plus
skill.
20 if supporting MC.
Oh no! You're right.
Yeah.
I read it incorrectly. If
Uh,
your battling unit is the main character.
Yeah,
I thought it was like if you're battling the main
God,
character.
if you're...
It's a reference to sibling emblem because that's Erica's class in Awakening.
Uh-huh.
I think.
Yep,
No, I
and
definitely-
that
I
raw
definitely
hits
read
no
that
need to
wrong.
crit. Yep. And now
Wow,
Leif
they
is
got forced
playing
to
top
0.
deck.
But
That was a pretty solid turn.
the issue with is this is an untap. All of them are ready to go again,
Yeah, which is a bit of a shame, but
which is why overclassing with May is a good thing. Luca, are you
does
confused?
he not know?
Oh, turn 0. It says turn 0 on the left hand
Oh.
side.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah, current turn, Lucas
No.
turn 0. I think
weird.
no, I think Alexian might have been hitting pass backwards for a turn.
Oh, maybe.
mm.
I'm trying to find out.
Well,
No,
Yeah,
it was turn 14
Luka,
not that long ago. Weird.
Huh.
I think no matter which direction Luca went with either playing the Noe or going for the double Lissa, uh, they would not be able to find lethal because they just would not have the extra swing to get rid of the final evade.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, this
yeah.
was a good choice.
Yeah,
It was
this was
perfectly
an
fine.
extremely well played.
Yeah.
Extremely well played.
This one was probably the best one. Yes, it gets rid of the Noe, but I think the only other thing is to get rid of Alyssa. And considering you're staring down 4 attackers with 1 orb, you don't want to do that. Granted, they saw pretty much when the Leaf started. They saw the first 3 cards go, then the 4th was a Leaf. They knew that there was still, or they knew there was 3 dodges left at that time. One after popping the Henry. So like no,
Yeah.
they did this well.
This is really
Yeah,
just going to
game's
beg the
over, though.
question of whether or not he's going to be able to pick up more Leafs.
Yep.
So
Or
Well,
if
no,
like
game is just over if Alexan decides to swing.
they just don't have that any Lissas, or
We have 1 orb and then the 1 Lissa in hand. That's it.
okay, so that means 2 things need to not miss. That's possible, but not probable.
This is kind of more of an advanced thing. If Alexan has been keeping track of Lissa dodges, we would know that we most likely have lethal on board here because Julia is going to be big. Julius is going to be big, so those 2 are absolutely hitting. And then we just need one of Arvis and Leaf to not whiff.
now I don't know what could possibly be the last card in hand, but he didn't bond. So he's on 7.
He didn't go up to 8. Okay.
No.
Okay. Sure.
The level of disappointment we hear in all of our voices.
I think even if the last card is Leaf, you might want to bond it just so like you can use more of your skills and see what's up. But
Yeah,
and
especially
then
if it's
you find a way to flip it face down and you just pick it up.
once again, Leaf has only 2 skills. You can't pick it back up.
Yeah, that's what I've observed.
It has.
I'm saying this for VOD review. So
yeah. The only way you would be bonding a Leaf probably is if it was Unifier in this situation.
well, even so, you can pick it up, but
Yeah.
like on 8. But as you said before, he hasn't been doing that. So
This is a funny set.
What are the chances Alexan just passes turn?
I wonder too. But
To answer your question, not
sure.
0. And that's an issue. No,
Okay,
this one.
okay.
This one.
Okay.
Okay, we knew that one was gonna hit, pretty much.
And we know that Julie is going to hit.
Yeah. It has to be the Leaf and the Arvis. And those can fail.
Those absolutely can fail.
Because even if that was a Leaf in hand, they could technically Mirabelle. Never mind, there's 2 cards, but still. Arvis, 20.
Oh,
no,
it hit.
that hits.
Damn. Yeah, that sucks.
Luca
Well, the
played
underdog
extremely
definitely
well.
definitely won here, and yeah, like you said, Kasaku. I definitely think that Alexan, or sorry, I definitely think that Luca played pretty well for what it's worth. I think there were a couple of things that could have been changed here and there, but nothing extremely horrible. Alexan, please VOD review. Respectfully, just. I mean, I'm assuming if you're watching this video,
At this point, yes.
VOD reviewed, so you have finished the VOD reviewing, but oh man,
There's so much that you could have done much better.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And hopefully we covered all of it too. I know as much as I express my grievances, I have to make sure that I actually covered everything in this video for you as well. So, but that's also true. The fact that he started the set at 2 a.m. So, yeah, there were things that you could have worked on. But congrats on the dub, nonetheless.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. Oh, and